I present to you the new Model Y Juniper. Finally, the front that everyone has been talking about in the flesh. Looking very sleek, looking very sexy, very reminiscent of the Cybertruck. As you can see down here, apparently the vents have been bigger, or you can see a lot bigger. That's where your headlights are. You can see right down here, I'm not sure you can see through the camera, but your side indicators are in between the LED. And then if we go down here, vents look similar, and also a new camera. The Malaysian version does not come with the Tesla logo in front like the ones in the US, but apparently in China they have to have the logo. These are 20-inch, sporting the same Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires. Personally, not a fan of the rims. This matte silver it looks a little bit cheap, it looks a little bit plasticky, but apparently it's a lot of improvement in terms of aerodynamics for the tires. The wheels look very stock. I still prefer the turbine wheels from the older Model Y. One thing I noticed, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, behind here in my old Model Y it will be felt material, but this time it's a little bit rubberized plastic. So I believe this one is going to help in terms of road noise as well. Side cameras seems the same. Of course, the side mirrors with this little angular design. Apparently supposed to improve aerodynamics as well. The door, okay, the door seems a lot more solid. The doors are so much more solid and there's so much more weight to it. This is a good standard. Okay, this is like a good standard. The top could be better, but I don't know because the windows are down and they have it in showroom mode, so I can push it up to really feel how the door top is. But it's an improvement over my version. I would prefer these doors anytime. A lot more solid. Not the best, but more solid definitely. The buttons are a lot bigger. Window toggles all looks the same. This one standard here is a little bit of a fabric. Here you have the speaker. Not a fan of the fabric, honestly. It gives a little bit of a cheap feel to it. This one, it isn't Alcantara-ish. It's just a smooth leather. I honestly prefer my Alcantara version a lot better. Other than that, felt down here nice as well. I think one thing to note that compared to other EVs out there is that Tesla gives this door well light into this compartment down here. Yeah, you see this light here? I believe it's only one of the only EVs out there that give this well light. So that's just something to note. And of course, very nice felt, so things are not going to rattle. Steering wheel, feels a lot more solid. This material as well, it feels less rubbery compared to my version. Of course, I believe this is vegan leather, but it feels a lot more solid. Mine is starting to get a little bit loose here actually, and it's starting to have this little bump on the side because of just how I'm using it. But I believe this one would fare better. The grip here is very nice, much better as well. But I believe this follows exactly like the Model 3 as well. Buttons, feel solid. Yeah, no complaints here. Yep, the rest is pretty much similar. Of course, you have stocks back. Very solid. Oh, the stocks are super solid. Very nice. Very solid stocks. Nice, but there's no other function except up and down. But these are solid stocks, yeah. Okay, what else? Okay, of course you have this ambient lighting which looks nice. This again, this is fabric. Not a fan of it, honestly. This feels a little bit, this is plastic as well. There's a little bit of vegan leather, I believe, this leather feel. Other than that, this is fabric up on top. This is plastic. Other than that, I think it's okay. Let's see what else is new. This one, this is touch sensitive right now, so it's no more a button. This as well, soft close, but it's touch. The material on this one changed. This one feels a lot more premium. Nice. This has a good feel to it, and it's a lot more curved as well compared to my version. The lights, no difference here, but feels a lot more solid. The fabric feels a lot better here. Very nice, soft. It feels more softer, not as rough as my version. Here, it's pretty much similar, no difference. Yeah, graphics look better. Other than that, I don't see much of a difference. Let's try the colors, lights on this. Yeah, okay, my favorite color is this. Oh, Tiffany blue, my favorite color. Okay, let's go with this. Seats wise, feels and looks the same. Apparently there are differences, but I don't feel, it feels exactly the same. But it's nice, ventilated of course. Here you have, it's a little more solid. It's shallower, also, but also more solid. The compartment here is smaller because it's taken up by this area. So now this is closed like that, very similar to the Model 3 here, or nice and big. Now this time this is bigger, which is nice, easier to take stuff in and out. Here you have a little bit of this matte chrome here and 2 charging ports. Other than that, pretty much standard glove box. Yeah, pretty much useless, same as my current Model Y as well. We'll move on to the back, the door top. Yeah, a lot more solid. This feels better as well. I'm not sure if there's a difference, but it feels better. But I believe it's the same. Sides here, nothing much. Back, nice. Space, same. Because you have the screen right up here. This compartment here like that. This feels a little bit cheap to be honest, but it'll do. And then other than that, pretty much the same. The buttons are touch this time, so no more buttons at all. Then you have the clothes hanger here, which is the same as well. So other than that, okay, this part is pretty much the same. How it sits behind, well, pretty much like my Model Y. So no difference in terms of comfort-wise. Yeah, pretty much the same here. And of course, the light bar that everyone is talking about. Let's go to the side. Here you have this additional light here on the side. Nice. This is going to be your brake lights, indicator lights, and apparently one of the largest single light bar on a car. You can see, you don't see the LED at all. It's still an underglow. All these are underglow. It's just flat here. It's just flat. You don't see the LED, but yeah, it's just flat like that. And of course, it just gives a nice shadow to this. This one feels, like a slightly matte feel finish to it. Tesla logo, nice. Other than that, yeah, it looks nice. I do like that this one is just this black bar across above, and you have this red glow onto this silver, matte silver, and then the Tesla logo right there. I think it's a nice touch. The only one of its kind in the market right now. Car plate from the middle has been pushed down to the bottom, so you have this empty space here right now. The bumper is also a lot more bigger, and I like it from the side. You can see that it has a little bit more protrusion out compared to the standard one. That gives a little bit more character, not so flat anymore, which is nice. And you can see, like on my version, I have my diffuser changed, and that kind of comes out a lot, giving it a sexier look. So this is nice to have as a stock. Apparently this has also changed, a lot more sharper, and comes out a little bit more, I believe, just to compensate for this, because this part is coming out. It comes out a little bit more. So this part here isn't there in the current Model Y. Other than that, okay, there is one difference that I think people might not notice, which I've always thought gave a signature look to Teslas, is that this back glass piece is always curved right at these corners here, giving a very nice smooth look. There's curvedness to this, but this one, they went on with just an angular cut right here. I don't know if it's some cost-saving measure just because this part has changed or they needed to change it, but that's one of the differences, is that this glass piece behind does not have that curve anymore. Kind of gives, it just takes away from the entire look of the car, because everything else is nice. These smooth, curvy lines nothing's not too, and not everything's too angular, but then just this glass just spoils it because that part's angular. Because you have this angular bottom as well, but it could have been nicer if they remained that curved glass. Yeah, so okay, then you have a camera up here, then you push the button up here and then this opens. Space-wise, looks the same. And then of course you have the buttons. Let's try them. That goes down, the front seat goes back. Fastest in the industry apparently. So then I push this back up. That goes back. So I guess with that you only have one seating position. I don't know, because it seems that you only have one right now. Yeah. I don't think you can arrange it to a certain degree. It's just one fixed one. But oh well, I guess that's what you get when there's a price to pay for everything, right? Compartments here are pretty much the same, no difference. This one, of course, this is better, nice, because they have this where you can put that shade, the boot shade you have, they can fit it right here. In the past, in my Model Y, if I didn't want to use it, I had basically nowhere else to put it except to keep it somewhere else. But it's nice that they have it right here so they can fit it right in. And other than that, that looks pretty much the same. Oh, these are all felt too. This whole piece right here now is felt, yeah. It's not plastic anymore. On this is a softer material as well. All of this is a softer material. Okay, that's new. That is definitely new. So I guess that's going to help with the soundproofing. Yeah, all of this is now soft fabric compared to the current Model Y, which is hard plastic here. You only have this part that's actually felt. Now it's this whole thing. Nice, that's a nice touch. And up front here as well, angular, a lot more angular in terms of the opening as well. A lot more easier to open as well. All you do is just a little bit of a lift and then it lifts up. This one seems, I think it's slightly bigger, if I'm not mistaken. Slightly bigger. This part, it looks different as well. Other than that, it looks the same. But of course now you have a water outlet, which I wish I had in my Model Y. So there you go, the new Model Y Juniper.